Have you ever seen an entire city simultaneously decide to wash every single window, scrub every floor, and transport giant trees on the back of motorbikes? Because if you haven't experienced Vietnam in the weeks leading up to Tet.
It is absolute chaos, isn't it? But it's a beautiful kind of chaos. It's not just a holiday. It's like the entire country is hitting a massive reset button on life. Tet Nguyen Dan isn't just New Year's Day. It is the heartbeat of Vietnamese culture.
That's a strong image, the reset button. But for an outsider looking in, it looks like a logistical nightmare. The traffic, the shopping frenzy. Is it really that deep? Or is it just the commercial pressure of the season?
Oh, the pressure is real, don't get me wrong. But the depth is undeniable. Think of it this way. In the West, New Year's is a party. In Vietnam, Tet is a pilgrimage. It's a return to the source. That cleaning frenzy you mentioned, it's not just hygiene, it's spiritual. You are literally sweeping away the bad luck of the old year. If you leave dust in the corner, you're dragging last year's misfortunes into your fresh start.
So, it's a spiritual detox.
Exactly. And that sets the stage for everything else. The flowers, the food, the rituals, they are all designed to manipulate luck. It's fascinating, really. We spend weeks preparing just to ensure the first few days of the year are perfect. Because the belief is that how you spend those first 3 days determines how the rest of your year goes.
That sounds incredibly stressful. You have to perform happiness so your year doesn't tank.
It can be. You aren't supposed to get angry, you shouldn't break dishes, and you definitely shouldn't say anything negative. But there's a beauty in that forced optimism. It makes everyone pause their conflicts. For a few days, everyone is on their best behavior. It creates this temporary utopia.
Let's talk about the food, because I keep hearing about the ban chung. To me, it looks like a green brick.
A delicious, calorie-dense green brick. Banh chung is the soul of Tet. It's sticky rice, mung bean, and pork, wrapped in leaves and boiled for hours, sometimes overnight. But the making of it is more important than the eating. Traditionally, families would sit around the boiling pot all night, keeping the fire going, telling stories. It's the glue that holds the generations together.
Is that still happening though? In the age of smartphones and fast food, are people really sitting around a fire for 12 hours?
That's the tension we are seeing now. In the cities, less so. People buy them at the supermarket, but the symbolism remains. The square shape represents the earth, grounding us. And even if you buy it, you must have it on your altar to offer to your ancestors. That's the other pillar of Tet. The ancestors are invited back home.
That's a concept that always fascinates me. It's not just about the living family reuniting, it's the dead too.
Precisely. It's a reunion that transcends time. You clean the graves. You burn incense. You invite them to eat with you. It reminds you that you are part of a long chain. You aren't just an individual struggling in 2024. You are the continuation of a lineage. It provides a massive sense of belonging, which I think is something modern society is desperately lacking.
I can see that. It anchors you. But what about the li shi, the lucky money? I feel like that's where the spiritual meets the transactional. Is it just bribery for kids?
Cynically? Maybe a little. But at its core, it's about transferring luck. The red envelope protects the money, keeping the spirit of the gift pure. But you're right to point out the transactional side. There is a lot of anxiety now about how much to give. It's become a bit of a status indicator, which is a distortion of the original meaning.
Speaking of anxiety, tell me about the first footer. I heard you can ruin someone's year just by walking through their door.
Oh, absolutely. The tradition of Song Dat. The first person to enter a house after midnight on New Year's Eve dictates the luck for that household.
That is a terrifying responsibility.
It is. People actually rig it. If I know you've had a successful year and you're a generally happy person, I might invite you specifically to enter my house first. If you're having a rough time, well, maybe don't come over until the afternoon.
That's brutal. Sorry, you're bad vibes. Stay away.
It sounds harsh, but it shows how much agency people try to take over their fate. Tet is about believing that you can engineer a better future through proper ritual and community connection.
So, as Vietnam modernizes, do you think Tet is losing its soul, or is it just changing clothes?
I think it's evolving. We might not boil the rice cakes over a wood fire in an apartment complex anymore, and we might transfer lucky money via banking apps, but the core need remains, the need to stop, to return home, to forgive old grudges, and hope for a better tomorrow.
That's a comforting thought. In a world that never stops scrolling, never stops working, Tet forces a pause.
It does, and that pause is essential. It reminds us that time isn't just a straight line rushing forward, it's a cycle, and every year we get another chance to get it right.
A chance to get it right. I think we could all use a bit of that Tet energy no matter where we are.
Absolutely. So maybe it's time to sweep your floor and call your family.
I might just do that. Thanks for taking us through this journey.
My pleasure. Chúc mừng năm mới.